Hi, Shawn Day with Hire Lead Chill. I've got a client of ours that's phenomenal, Larry. Larry, tell us about your business. Tell us about yourself.
Yes, sir. I'm Larry Winsil. I own Power Clean Pressure Washing. We've been in business for a little over 7 years now, and business has been an evolution for us. We're just now starting to dial in all the different aspects of business and looking forward to some growth. And Lead Hire Chill has been able to help us with that a little bit and some avenues so far, and other avenues than just hiring. He's schooling me on culture and leadership and our core values, which are great additions to the knowledge that he's been able to give me so far.
Awesome. So why did you even approach Hire Lead Chill for recruiting? You were in business obviously longer than before meeting us. How did that transpire, and what were you trying to solve?
Yes, sir. So we've always seemed to kind of get behind the gun. We want to make a hire, and then we decide to do it. And then by the time we make the hire and the whole process goes through, it's months later, and we've lost time and energy. And it's never truly been a smooth process for us so far. We've always just kind of rode by our coattails and haven't really had a refined process. And therefore, we haven't really been able to get the most quality people or have a big avenue or pool of people to choose from. So it was nice to have someone that's kind of lining everything up for us and showing us how it's supposed to be done and really taking the guesswork out of everything. All we really have to do is do the interviews, and it's been an amazing process so far. Like I was telling Shawn, they're going to be our guys from here on out.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love it. And I get passionate about the core values and stuff like that, and love helping people just think through it and stuff. It's amazing. And you guys are going to just rock it off and do all kinds of cool things in your community, man. So I'm looking forward to a relationship where we're going to start hiring some salespeople, general manager, maybe another location. I see it, man, if that's what your vision is. But what are maybe, I know we helped you execute on your hiring needs. What were maybe the one or two or three things that you found to be most helpful, or what did you really, really dig about our service?
Absolutely. So just the entire process from start to beginning. From the start, it was very well explained and kind of explained to me and outlined to me everything and gave me just a bunch of bonus information. Even if we weren't going to use you guys, it was great knowledge to just take forward. And then just from everything to filling out the paperwork to going through the hires, it's all very seamless. They have their operation ironed out completely to the T, to where I'm not good with tech or communication or anything. And it was still very simple for me to understand and do, which was beautiful. On the back end of things, when we actually got things set up, the communication and the response times for the few questions we did have were super fast and very precise. And it's just been a very pleasurable experience the whole way through so far. And then we get a big pool of people. We've had tons of people apply, and we can kind of weed through them and decide which ones we want to actually interview and not interview. And they basically do all the guesswork for you, which is beautiful. And all you really have to do is just sit down with the group interview. We set our interviews up in groups. We were able to knock out multiple people at the same time. And like Shawn said, I didn't even have to ask them any questions by the time the interview portion came up. I really just schooled them on how we do things and then opened them up to ask me questions. So in the interviews, I wasn't even asking any questions, which was a great dynamic for the interviews as well. I feel they were able to get a feel for me, and I was able to look them in the face and kind of get a little feel for them without having to ask them questions in this group setting and put pressure on them. And it seemed like all the candidates really appreciated that aspect of it as well.
Yeah. We get a lot of good feedback on how we interview and do group interviews, and even our screening questions that we have, because, you got a lot of application flow, but we screened an awful lot of them out of there too, but you still had a lot to interview that were qualified. And our goal is to be your full-time recruiting department. That's sort of what our elevator pitch is. So Larry, I appreciate you taking time to let the world know here that we're not so bad. We're pretty good at what we do, and we're pretty easy to work with. So I appreciate it.
Of course, I would push anyone to give them a shot at least, because I doubt you'll be disappointed.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Larry, take good care.
Yes, sir. Thank you.